Alright, anybody joining in here, just getting shared around, and then we will go ahead and start this thing. Got a 90-minute race here at Daytona Road Course for MMR's finale here for the GR4 Season 1. So I will be right back up, and we will get running here in just a moment, so stay tuned. Alright, who's ready to get this thing rolling? How many we got in here so far? Oh, not very many. We'll give it a second here. Give people a chance to join in, and then we will roll. Bananas in chat. Bananas in chat. No, Cynical, you're not supposed to be opening lobbies. You're supposed to be watching the stream. That's what we're going to do. Let's see here. Alright, who do we have in here so far? Speak up in the chat. Let's see who we got. Anybody who's in the MMR thing has my liveries up. I already know what happens. You're an ass. You're fired. Alright, so let's see. We got 15 drivers in the lobby today. Butterbee in the chat with the bananas. I appreciate it. Your money's on Flash? I don't know, man. Let's see what happens. That's always the fun part about doing that, is trying to, act surprised about how things go. That's been the challenge of doing it as a replay and not live. So it's kind of interesting to do it, but it's a good time. So you guys are in here. Let's who's ready for the first announcement before we even get rolling? The first bit of news I have for you for the new season. Who's coming with me? Oh, look at you go. Cynical actually with the guess. Something we've discussed. So for next season for GR4, you will be able to select 2 cars when you sign up and use either of those cars all season long, which means you can swap back and forth every race, but you have to stick to those 2 cars. So that'll be a new thing that we will run here with the new season for GR4. The GT500 will not be that way. That one will be a little bit different. I'll announce that a little bit later. But for GR4 to be a 2-car selection, run either or all season long, so it gives you a chance to have one for each kind of track, a short track, long track, all that good stuff. So it'd be interesting to see how that one goes. I did let you pick 2 cars. So, with that news, we will go ahead and get this thing rolling. On the pole today, we got Flash in the Corvette. Behind him is Cynical. Let's jump out here so I can at least see what cars everybody's in. In the Corvette there, Cynical on the outside of row number 1 in the Ferrari. You got C. Fuller, Yoda in the Citroen in the 3rd spot. On the outside of him is going to be Ricky Bobby, or R. Bonnet, in the Chevrolet Corvette. Row number 3 is going to be Fuller K, dad of the group here in his Citroen. And going to be joining him on that 3rd row is going to be Mac Daddy, or Hunted Steel, in the Lamborghini. Row number 4 is going to consist of Monkey in his Genesis, the only Genesis on the field. Gord in the McLaren. Row number 5, Southern Queen in the Corvette, and J-Skin in the Supra. Row number 6 is going to be Jacob in the Ferrari. Cannon in the Ferrari as well. Ferrari and Corvettes everywhere. Asmo in the Lamborghini in the, 7th row, with KB Showtime joining him in his McLaren. In the final row, all by himself, is going to be your Chevrolet Corvette of Johnson 48 fan. So that is your field. Let's jump back off here. Let's go ahead. Hey, don't you hate on my Genesis, man. It just pushes really bad. I like the Genesis better than the GR3. The GR4 one's all-wheel drive, where the GR3 one isn't, and so it's a lot better. But it was fun for the season, but I won't be picking that one next season. I got a couple ideas in mind. So with that, let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. Like I say, we got 90 minutes on the docket here, so there may be a couple times where if everybody gets stretched out, I'm going to skip laps ahead, or we'll just throw some new information out. And so I'm going to be a little greedy here, and honestly I want to see how this one goes. We're going to start in my view as we get this thing rolling. So let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. 90 minutes on the docket. Green flag is out, and we're, like I say, riding along with my view. Actually, let's go this way. You can see there, great start. 3 wide right away into corner 1 here as we dive down in there. A little bit of a bump. And side by side, 3 wide again coming around there. Plenty of cars all over the place. And there you see it, Cynical to the inside. Is he going to be able to get it done? No, he's not. So Monkey's going to take the lead here. That bright gold car. I want to see that thing under the good old lights. It's going to be cool at night. Love the gold cars. So we got Monkey in the lead here. Cynical in the 2nd spot. Fuller in the 3rd spot. Ricky Bobby and Showtime Flash and the Corvettes round out your top 5. And then you got Gord, Southern Queen, Queen of Hell, who it used to be. Plenty of name changes going on over there. What are you doing over there, Queen? Come on. Just kidding. Jacob in your 8th spot. Mac Daddy in the 9th. Top 10 rounded up by Asmo, KB Showtime, Johnson, J-Skin, Cannon, and C. Fuller are going to round out your 15 drivers as Monkey, Cynical, Fuller. I mean, pretty straightforward. Your top 5 getting a little bit stretched out from the rest of the field. Let's see. We'll see plenty of bump drafting here. Really your best bet is to be riding along and just pushing people. Ooh, a little bit wide there for Fuller. He holds on to that thing and continues on, though. Showtime Flash, your points leader. Obviously just looking for a top 11 is all he needed. 11th or better, and he will seal up his championship tonight. It's kind of weird to say tonight as I'm sitting here. So yeah, your top 5 in the points right now, you got Flash, Jacob, Monkey, Fuller, and Ricky Bobby. And there you go. You can see it here. The top 4 now spread out a little bit with Flash dropping back. Oh, we're going to try to go 3 wide here, making it interesting. You can see it here. Got some battling going on. Damn it, quit giving it away, Cynical. There you see it, Fuller trying to get around Cynical while Cynical's taking a look to the inside. He'll tuck back in. Get prepared here to go onto the backstretch. From this point to the start-finish line, it's pretty much all straights until you hit your bus stop chicane on the backside. There you see it. They are nose to tail here. Ricky Bobby with a view of it, but just can't get up to the back of them. Yeah, bus stops can be really interesting for these guys as they dive down in there. It's a tough track. That's one of the toughest chicanes I feel like on the game. You got to get it just right because you really want to be full speed coming onto this straightaway. NASCAR circuit heading to the start-finish line. You can see it there. Drops down and they head off. Pits will be off to the left-hand side. We'll see those around 6 to 8 laps in here. And then about 14 to 16, I think, was the stretch you could get. As these guys are going to try to go 3 wide down into the corner, Monkey decides to just drive it off into nowhere land. I believe there was a banana peel there. Damned old bananas. Bobby gonna take a look on the inside of Monkey. Nothing doing there. Let's go back here through the field, see what else we got going on. Flash, Jacob, and Queen all together here, kind of battling it out. Hey, you don't mind what I said last night. We're gonna pretend like last night never happened. This is live, man. I don't know what you're talking about. This is a live race. Yoda making his way back through the field. Good run here for him, and the now up to the 10th spot after a early mishap that got him out to the outside. And KB will tuck him behind him there. A couple of gold schemes we got going this week for these guys. Have some interesting ones next season that we'll do. Whole new sign-up process for next season, so that'll be a fun one to go through, but it'll help with the organization of everything, so. Oops, didn't mean to push those. Alright, let's see, what do we got going on? Queen looks like she may have a run on Flash. She gonna push or is she gonna put, or is she gonna dive out? Looks like she will tuck him behind and give him a push. And let's ride along. Is he going to have enough to get around Jacob, or is he going to go for the push? He's going to go for the push as well. That is the key here. As Queen dives to the outside, they're going to take a look at it down into corner 1. Flash will go ahead and just back off. Says, not the time for me. He's going to wait and see what he can do. Also probably in fuel mode, knowing him, because that's what he does. We see some battling going up front here. You can see it right there. Good overhead look of it as those top 4 are nose to tail still pushing. Cynical opened up a 1 car length lead, looks like, over Fuller. The other 3 right behind, though, pushing real hard. The Citroen takes the bus stop wonderfully. I think I've drove the Citroen like 1 or 2 times. Just didn't fit what I liked. There you see it. So Cynical opened it up just a little bit there. These three still real close to each other with the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th positions. They're going to look to push each other, try to get back up to Cynical. Not like he's too far up there, but they're going to try to close it back in a little bit. Everybody kind of just staying tight right there, not really pushing too much. And that looks like... Oh, there we go, got one going here. Let's this button. So Mac and Cannon back here battling it out for that 13th position. Cannon with a nice gold, red, and black livery on that thing. We'll go through some of these liveries here after a little while. We got plenty of time tonight. I mean, we're running out of time. We only have about 82 minutes to go. We're almost there. You get nothing. As you can see, these two just look like they're trying to work together to get back up to the field. We jump back up front. These four still battling it out up here. Looks like Fuller thought about taking a look on the right side of Ricky Bobby there, decides different, and they come around here to this one of the hairpins. I call them both hairpins, man. They're really tight corners. See it, they head back onto the front stretch here. Or not the front stretch, the back stretch, sorry, heading to the bus stop. You can see these four have really stretched out the lead here early on, and we're at lap number 5. Pit stops here will start soon. The next lap or two, we'll start seeing these drivers dive down into the pits. Whew. Good save by me there not to run into the back Fuller. I had little brown pants there. Didn't want to hit him. And then gave him a nice bump here, and it actually bumped him outside of Ricky. And I'm going to dive to the inside here. Like I say, not that. And I even in the chat, I know Fuller wasn't in the chat, but I did say sorry for that one. I didn't mean to get to the inside. Had such a run there, gave you that bump, and he just shot up a little bit. So since you're in here, you can hear me. I apologize. As we looking 2 by 2 there for a second. Fuller runs a little bit wide. Looks like Monkey's going to get up to the 2nd spot here. And see Ricky Bobby dives in, and nighttime falls very quickly here on the Daytona circuit. Get that nice day cycle though here set up to be that way, so you get the full cycle of time. Maybe this season we'll have races that don't go to nighttime, Fuller. Just kidding. You see these four still battling it out. We'll kind of dive back into the field here a little bit. Jacob not too far back from him. See Fuller Yoda up to the 6th spot, so he's making great pace here. Coming back through the field. And then you see Flash and Queen in the background of that, so they are definitely fighting this thing out. Like I say, everybody, thank you for joining today. Got a 90-minute finale here for MMR, and as we go, we'll have some more news coming up here. Let's see. We did one at the beginning. Should we do one after the first set of pit stops? I'll drop some more fun info for you guys. if you're just joining, I've already announced the fact that next season for GR4, you'll be grabbing 2 cars and using a mixture of those 2 cars all season. It will be a free roam, and you can use whichever of those 2 cars you want all season, back and forth, does not matter. You guys are commenting, it's not coming through on my end. Hold on, let me close my YouTube thing quick and reopen it so I can see what you guys are saying. It's, for some reason, it's not showing me that. You know, because why would it? Yep, yeah, pit stop starting. Yeah, Fuller into the pits, I know for sure was one. Let's dive up here. Got Fuller, C. Fuller, and KB Showtime here on lap number 6 with the first set of pit stops. Cynical got a little bit of a gap over Ricky Bobby. Looks like Monkey dropped off just a little bit here of these two. He'll hope to make that up under a pit stop. You got Jacob in the 4th spot now. We'll see who's all going to dive off into the pits. You'll be able to pick the 2 cars and switch between those 2 cars all season. So pick wisely, because those are the only 2 cars you get, but it gives you a chance to run whatever car you want. So let's see here. Let's dive up front here with Cynical. We'll see who's going to dive off into the pits next for these guys. We're on lap number 7, just over 13 minutes into the 90-minute race here, so plenty of race to go. First pit stops being cycled through here. And there you go. You see them, some of them diving down into the pits. The top 3 down into the pits. Jacob's going to continue on. Flash will dive down in. Queen into the pits. Asmo into the pits. So Jacob right now the only one who has continued on. J-Skin will be the next one. Cannon coming around. Looks like he will continue on, as well as Mac Daddy right behind. Johnson down into the pits. And then you have Fuller. So let's do this. Looks like 4 drivers yet to pit. So we had 3 on the lap 6. That would be another 5 on lap number 7, leaving 4 drivers out there. So now as they come out of the pits, Ricky Bobby looks like he'll hold on to the substantial lead after the pit stop cycle through. Looks like he went on a set of sauce with a full tank of fuel. Not sure. I don't know how Cynical lost so much there on the pits. How do you lose that time in the pits? Alright, let's find some battles. Let's see here. We got Ricky being chased by Fuller, with Monkey not too far behind. Yoda right behind that. Cynical behind that. So yeah, I think we'll stay on board here. Let's see. Looks like right now Fuller's the closest to having a run. He took tires. I know I didn't take tires, but I thought Ricky would have. It looked like he did, but maybe not. I guess I am in the Genesis and it burns tires more, so I would have a little more tire wear than them. Okay, yeah. And there you see it. Now we got Jacob J-Skin diving down into the pits. Cannon's going to continue on. And Mac into the pits, so now Cannon, the only one who has yet to pit. He playing that fuel strategy. You can see it there. I would imagine we're going to see him on the next lap. So getting 9 laps out of that first stint. So obviously, if you know, you start with 50 liters instead of the full tank. So that first stop always comes a little bit earlier. But Cannon really must have played the fuel mileage well here and is going to continue on. Ricky Bobby in second with Fuller following him. Once Cannon pits, that will be your front two. Monkey trying to close in on him, can't do anything with him just yet. Looks like he's going to run a little bit wide there. That's going to give Yoda a chance to close in on him. Nothing too exciting just yet with those guys. Cynical right behind them as well. Gordon, Showtime, Flash side by side. Ooh, Flash off into the grass a little bit. They got Jacob on their tail as well. So let's jump over with Jacob here. And let's see, let's not do that one. See some good shots here as they roll around the Daytona course. I think the nighttime's the best thing here, as Gordon, Showtime, Flash going to be side by side. Gordon's going to tuck back in as they head down towards the bus stop. Flash looks like he did get the spot. They'll head down into the bus stop chicane. Looks like Flash should hold on to this thing and now should try to set his sights on the next spot, which is Cynical, but he's got a little ways to go before he can do that. Jacob going to look to try to make a move now as they come around the front stretch. Heading towards the start-finish line. Is he going to have enough to do that? Or is he going to push? It looks like he may just be looking to tuck in and push. Yeah, you push it. Yeah. Sorry. Get a song stuck in your head and you can't get rid of it then. And Jacob looks to the outside as they come down across the start-finish line into turn one. Bird runs a little bit wide, not able to hold the spot. That's going to give Jacob the 7th spot. And looks like, yep, Cannon into the pits there. He's gonna drop back a ways though because of that pit stop. The fuel management didn't really work out for him too well there. Let's dive off this. Fuller's still a couple car lengths back of Ricky Bobby, but not able to make any moves just yet. Behind that, oh, we have a little battle here between Fuller and Monkey. There you see it, we're right along with Monkey. See Cynical in the background there. Will Fuller have anything to do or have any move to make once these two, if they start battling, he'll be right there. Forward, yeah, nothing up front. It's just these three right here. Battling for the final podium spot, but like I say, plenty of race to go here. Coming up on the 70-minute mark. A little bit of grass there for Fuller. He's able to roll it out. I gotta remember, I'm gonna call him Yoda, because I know that's what his PSN is. Yoda with your fast lap so far, a 153.661. He's gonna go ahead and bump to Monkey. Cynical gonna try to close in the Ferrari, so 3 different cars here. It was cool there. I forgot to note it, but there early on in the race, it was 5 separate make and model of car out front. And look at that. Monkey runs wide in turn 1. We won't talk about all that. There you see it. Fuller looked like he was going to take a shot at it. Cynical going to be able to get to the inside of Monkey. Monkey going to tuck right back in. Look at the push he's going to give him right away. Let's do this from the in-car. And what we'll see here is Monkey will try to tuck behind Cynical. And he will look to try to get the push down the straight to close in on the back of Yoda. We'll see if they're going to be able to do that. No, I knew I was pushing and I was not going to be able to do anything in front of you, so wasn't going to hold you up any. As we head down to the backstretch here towards the bus stop chicane. 3rd, 4th, and 5th here, nose to tail, trying to work this thing out. See a big gap back to 6th place here. Alright, so what we'll do here, let's do this. So who's ready for the next bit of information? How about some endurance? How about some endurance news? Who's ready for endurance news? The endurance series has been a fun one, but I noticed it was having drop because of, I was wondering if it's car selection, if it was timing and all that. So we did a vote on it. Oh, I put that up like 3 weeks ago and had decent response out of it. Had 20 responses, and the number one thing that I noticed was the time of everything. The time was either the early one or the late one. Nobody was, you know, it wasn't 100% set. So, with that, the new endurance schedule will look like this. On the 1 week, so we'll call it week 1, it will be an endurance race of 2 hours at the normal time. 1 Eastern, or sorry, 2 Eastern, 1 Central. That'd be week 1. And then obviously it's a monthly, so then that time slot will wait a month. Then 2 weeks after that, so say week 3, we will do another 2-hour endurance. But it's going to be at a different time slot. It's going to be at the 8 p.m. Eastern time slot. And then we'll go a month after that. So roughly every 2 weeks we'll have an endurance race. One will be early, one will be later. Gives everybody a chance to join in. We will be doing some multi-class racing, and we will stick with mainly GR4, GR3, and GR2. There wasn't a lot of interest in anything else. I had a couple votes on GR1, but mainly GR3 was the biggest vote getter, followed by 4 and 2. It was 14 people voted for GR3, so if we're going to do anything, we're going to try to cater to the masses here, and we're going to go ahead and run that. So that is going to be the new endurance schedule, and I will drop a new schedule out for that here hopefully in the next couple days. It'll probably be more like early next week, but I'm working on that one. So that'll be the endurance, the 2-hour endurance schedule. Like I say, the endurance races have been fun, just we've seen a little bit of decline in numbers, so we're going to change it up a little bit. Technically we're adding more, but you know, that's how it goes. So we're still riding along with Monkey here. Let's jump up. The battle's a little bit further up front, but the top 5 all back together again here on lap 13. So cycled the pit stops, everybody kind of back rolling together. Ricky Bobby leads the way, followed by Fuller, Yoda, Cynical, and Monkey. Flash looking to try to close in on these guys. Not too far back, but still quite a gap back to them, or up to them. Behind that, you got Jacob in the 7th spot, Gordon 8th. Behind him, you got Queen in the 9th spot, Jay Skin rounding out your top 10. So these guys somewhat close to each other, not too close. Asmo right behind Jay Skin there in the Lamborghini, and behind him, you got Max. So a little airtime for these gentlemen. They dive down into that bus stop chicane. They'll head into turns 3 and 4 of the NASCAR circuit, and they will see what they can do. Heading towards the start-finish line. Is anybody going to be able to make a move? Oh, got a little ducky on the front of Max. And is he going to tuck it in, or is he going to push his Lamborghini friend? We see it here. Let's dive on board. Oh, Asmo going for a slide. And he was able to save it, but definitely took it for a ride. They're still trying to fight it out with Max going to come out in the 10th spot, Jay Skin 11th, and Asmo 12th. Asmo, man. Holy crap. No, I am not doing Super Formula. And I'm not doing a kart series. As fun as karts are, there's no series to me. And Super Formula, like I said, Cynical, if you want to, go for it. I don't want anything to do with Formula. There you see it, Mac got that 10th spot, looks to open up that gap a little bit. It has closed down the back of Queen, but for now, that one is stretched out. Asmo and J-Skin still fighting it out for the 11th spot. They got KB Showtime showing up behind him here. See if he can close in on him. We'll see if they tuck in. Nope, Asmo is going to push him, so looks like that one is going to stick to how it is for a little bit. Yeah, it was like, that's what I love about this track. You can just get in that train of cars, and if you guys are cautious of each other in the corners, man, you can really push. A Cynical here, ramrod in the Yoda rear end. Bad you should here at Daytona down the straightaways. Oh, and here comes Monkey. I bet Monkey runs wide here. Oh, hey, look, he's out wide. Look at him go. Oh, damn monkeys. I mean, give me credit. I'm a monkey driving a car. I'm doing pretty good for a monkey. Some of the camera views you get here at Daytona are pretty sweet, and then you get other ones that are just horrible. There's the one that we saw the last time, and it's down in this corner. And it's that overhead view, and man, that one's spectacular. Can we get it again? Can we get it? Come on, give it to me. Dang it. That's that one, it's like way up in the air, it's almost like a drone. Love that camera angle. As you see there, Ricky Bobby has opened up just a little bit on these three, but the Fullers, as well as Cynical, nose to tail here, just kind of pushing. And then you got Monkey back in 5th. Is he getting chased down by Flash yet? Flash not too far back of him. Oh, Ricky had an issue there. They closed in on the back of him. That top 4 back together. Oh, yeah, no, he did a big one that was through the grass. Scared the crap out of me, and I wasn't even close to it. Yeah, Fuller, we're talking about you. Playing in the grass. They dive down into turn number 1. And there you see it. So as we're approaching the 30-minute mark, a third of the way through this thing, I'm going to take a quick break here, grab a drink, maybe, you know, do the others a favor and give your ear a rest. We will stay on board here with this fight, though. I think we'll jump on with Fuller, Fuller, Yoda, and give this one a go. I'll be right back with you guys. Just going to take a quick break. As always, make sure you share this channel and share this video. way back here. Cynical's worked his way in front of the group here. Yoda in the second spot, Ricky Bobby in the third spot, and I did miss the Fuller off there as I was taking my break. Sorry about that. And so there you see it. Yoda looking to hunt down Cynical and get back to that lead. Ricky Bobby in the third spot, Monkey in the fourth spot, just kind of maintaining right now with that one hell of a sexy looking gold and black car. Showtime Flash closing in on the back of him for the fourth spot. Fuller after his off at the bus stop, closing in, trying to get close back in on the back of Flash. Let's see. Jacob kind of all by his lonesome there in the seventh spot. See a gaggle of cars back here. We got Gord, Queen, Mac, and then Asmo not too far behind them. Yeah, it was you guys pit. I think I went one extra after that. So yeah, we'll start seeing pit stops here soon. Like I say, it was about a 14 to 16. Stretch your fuel, you can get some more out of it. You see these guys. Oh, it's Queen making a move on Gord there. And it looks like she will complete that pass as they head down the front stretch. Head to the start-finish line. We'll jump on board with old Mac here as Gord's going to take a look to the inside. And looks like he will get the spot back. Oh, he catches the inside pit wall. I can't even say anything because I did that once, so, you know, we'll just pretend like I didn't see it. Alrighty, so that is your 8th and 9th drive. Oops. 8th and 9th there. A big group of cars back behind them, really, so 35 almost minutes into this thing, and we still got cars all together, which is great to see. See it there, Asmo trying to close on the back of it. Gord looks like he may give up that 11th spot to KB. McLaren battle going on back there as Showtime, KB Showtime's going to let him go and try to get him on the straightaway here. Jay Skin says, hey guys, go ahead and battle. I'm going to come up and get in on this thing. Well, yeah, 23 C Fuller in the name, it's 23. So we got Cannon and Johnson back here. Probably not having the day they had hoped for. I know Cannon was the last minute. Don't know if he got a lot of chance to run, but he was the last minute joined right as we started going, so didn't get a lot of practice time today. So. And as I dive back over, we see these guys just fighting it out here. Cynical, Fuller, and Ricky Bobby. Showtime Flash showing up in the background there. He wants in on this fight. Cynical will hold on to that lead here on lap number 19. 35 and a half minutes in. Plenty of race to go. You know, something like 55 minutes. We're approaching the time frame that we would normally have been running a GR4 race. Your normal GR4 races are 50 minutes. So, as we watch this, and pit stops are going to start happening. Who wants to hear the next bit of news? We'll go with either the lobby split or the settings. Go ahead and put it in there. Vote it out. And so Cynical opened up just a little bit on Yoda. Yoda's got Ricky Bobby right behind him though. And let's see, Flash. Oh, right as I flipped over, Ricky Bobby goes for a ride through the grass. He's going to lose his position to the third position to Showtime Flash here. Flash's bet was like 28. Dude, that guy, him and then Airport Hobo and the other races I do, man, those guys are fuel strategists. I swear they are so good at it. So, honestly. Oh, there we go. We see him. Cynical, Fuller, Ricky Bobby all diving in. Flash going to continue on. Monkey going to continue on. I was just going to say on my behalf that to still be within range of the leaders in my Genesis after 19 laps was just absolutely amazing. I really didn't think I stood a chance to be up there with you guys. The Genesis, it's a good car. It's got good speed, but it's, oh god, it's just horrible through the corners. The tight corners are really tough. And if you miss your braking point even a freaking meter, you're screwed. So, tough car to drive as Flash leads the way after as pit stops have started. Let's see, we have those guys in. Looks like KB Showtime came in as well. Flash lead the way here. Monkey in the second spot. Jacob in the third spot. Behind that, we have a gaggle of cars with Queen leading the way of those. Fifth spot, Mac Daddy. Asmo in the sixth spot. Cynical after the pit stop comes out in seventh. J-Skin in the eighth spot with Yoda behind him after his pit stop. So you can see there, those drivers at pit have blended in 7th, 9th, and 10th. It looks like Fuller at pit as well, and he'll be in the 11th spot. So we'll see how these cycle through. Let's come back around here. What do we think? I'm going to ask, do we think Flash is going to pit? Cannon hates this car. Yeah, he switched just recently. Or was it for this race? I don't remember now. But yeah, it was... The Ferrari's alright. I just am not a fan. And we see it here. Flash going to continue on past the pits. We'll see, is Monkey going to continue on? Looks like he is as well. So your front two drivers going to make it another lap here on theirs. You can see he's got a quarter tank. I'm down under an eighth. So I want to say I go 2 more laps after this. But, you know, it's all a blur. Jacob's still going to continue on, or is he going to dive down into the pits? He continues on as well. So 3 drivers now yet to pit. Mac Daddy on the inside of Queen here. They head down past the pits. And Mac Daddy will take over that 4th spot from Queen. Will Queen have a shot back at it going into turn 1? They got Asmo right behind him as well. Asmo makes a dive down to the inside. And will not be able to do anything with it. But Mac does get over that spot. Can Queen hold off Asmo here for that position? I want to say these 3 have been battling for a good chunk of this race. You can see it there. Another 4-pack of cars behind them battling it out. That one's led by Cynical, Yoda, Ricky Bobby, and J-Skin? Yeah, J-Skin holding on to these guys, trying to get as much draft as he can. Run that fuel as long as he can. And a little bit here, we'll dive back over and see where everybody else is at. Yoda trying to stick with Cynical here. No action going on between this group. Let's kind of jump around between them. We'll see what we can find. Looks like Mac did get out in front here. Is going to open that up a little bit. Asmo going to be in the draft here. Let's ride along. He might be able to close this thing down and see what he can do. Nope, he decides to tuck back in, gives a little bump. Doesn't look like he's trying to make a pass just yet. Give me butts. And they better watch out though. Cynical closing in on them. Those leaders making their way back through the field. Lots of cars yet to pit. Monkey down into the pits now on lap number 21. Flash continues on. Let's see. Jacob's going to be the next up. Looks like he will continue on as well. Mac Daddy, will he continue on? Or will he dive down in? Looks like he's into the pits. Queen will continue on. Asmo continues on. J-Skin will continue. So now let's see. Flash, Jacob, Queen, Asmo, J-Skin yet to pit, it looks like. So 5 drivers yet to pit. And I would imagine Cannon as well will not be pitting yet as he stretched his first stint pretty far. But we're going to focus on this top part of the field here as fuel strategy going to start playing in here. 22 laps in, 42 minutes into the race. That's going to leave us with, what, 48 minutes to go. Almost to the halfway point here. Nobody commented on what they wanted to hear for the next bit of news. How about settings? GR4 settings. Everything's going to stay the same except the tire wear will go down to 3 times. So it'll be 3-time tire wear, 4-time fuel. And you will be able to adjust your final gear ratio. I've done some messing with it. So far it seems like everything works on it. That'll give you a chance to tune your GR4 up a little bit and get your gearing a little bit better, which I think will help with some of the disparity between some of the cars. I think that will really close that up and we could see some differences there. So we'll see if we can see some other car selections besides the Corvette, Citroen, and Ferrari this next season. Yeah, I kind of ran the same thing there, Fuller. I just couldn't, the Ferrari had such a pull off the corner, I just couldn't quite get to him. By the time I did, we were back to the next corner, so. As Flash still rolling around here, let's jump back here. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. Diving, plenty of it. Oh, Asmo! Oh, man, I switched to that at the wrong time. Got blown up on that one. Hey, look, that's what happened there. I didn't pick up any damage, so I just continued on. So we see a good battle going back here. Queen finds herself in the mix here. In the midst, she's got maybe one lap. I would imagine she's pitting this time by. Pushes out a little bit wide. The other Corvette, Ricky Bobby's going to take a look to the inside for that 5th spot. So good job here, just kind of hanging with these guys. This is a good one to do as you're looking to just maintain as much as you can on that fuel run. And that group that she was in is split up now a little bit. With J-Skin yet to pit, Asmo caught that wall. Mac Daddy has already pit, so those 4 cars were battling it out. We'll see how it plays out after pit stops. As looks like she may have a run on Ricky Bobby. Is she going to do anything with it? Heading down to the bus stop? I don't think so. So my next bit of news that I'll bring here in just a little bit will be a 2-parter. And this one will pertain to both the GR4 and the GT500 series. Let's see what we got going up here. These guys, Fuller, yep, just can't get to him. Ricky Bobby trying to close in as Queen did dive down into the pits there. So she will get I'm going to guess, a fresh set of softs and fill that thing up. J-Skin in as well, Asmo in. So other than Cannon, and Flash, and Jacob, I believe those are the only ones who have not pit yet on the second stint. So we got Cynical and Yoda just kind of like say, I'd watch this one, but I don't think they're really fighting for position. I don't think the Citroen had enough to do anything off the corners for him, so we'll jump back here in just a moment. Actually, after these guys pit, we're going to go a little through the field with the liveries. So Fuller catching up to the back of Monkey here on lap 24. We've passed the halfway point now with 46.5 minutes in the books. So we are on the backside of this race. We've had 2 pit stops so far. It'll be interesting to see how they play it out. Will they be able to do it on 1 more stop, or will it be 2? We will find out as this thing plays out. So as it works out, Mac Daddy holds on to the 8th spot. Queen in the 9th spot as Flash into the pits, so we'll see how he plays out when he comes back out. Mac, Queen, KB Showtime. Looks like Cannon yet to pits. Got J-Skin and Asmo right behind. So that group of Mac and Queen, J-Skin and Asmo split up a little bit here. KB Showtime adds himself up into this mix with these two drivers as they head down into the bus stop chicane. So you see you got a Lamborghini, a Corvette, and a McLaren running close together here in 8th, 9th, and 10th. So we haven't seen Cannon pit yet, and Jacob into the pits now. We're going to see where he works himself out. He was in the mix with these guys, had opened up a little bit on him. I would imagine he's going to pull out a gap on him, or... Man, did he have an issue? Because he is still in the pits. As they go rolling by, I really thought... Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, he runs a little bit wide. Queen going to be able to get by. And Jacob does open it up out of the pits and does have a substantial gap over these drivers. So KB Showtime able to get that spot with Queen right behind. In the 8th, 9th spot, as Mac Daddy runs a little bit wide, he now finds himself back with Asmo and J-Skin again. Like I say, these guys all getting familiar with each other. So Flash comes out, and he does have the lead after his pit stop. So stretched his fuel and able to hold on to the first position here in his Corvette. He's followed by Cynical in the Ferrari Fuller. So now that we've had everybody pit, we're going to go ahead and do our little bit of livery fun. After that, we'll go, we'll kind of talk a little more, and then I got another settings announcement for you. So you see it there, the good wrench number 3. That was a Dale Earnhardt Daytona 24-hour scheme there. So really good look, other than the 9, not the 3. But just an amazing look for that thing. That was one of the best things, seeing Dale Earnhardt in one of these things. So really do like that scheme. It's almost gold, so I'll allow it. Behind that, Cynical doesn't know what gold color is. Run the Rowdy Burns, freaking Exxon number 51 Ferrari. Better go from this side. Still not a bad look to it, though. I still like the Exxon. Good old days of Thunder. Yoda running the gold. Let's see, is it Shell? Yep, Shell Gasoline number 51. Or is it Hell Gasoline? It's Hell on the side and Shell on the front. I'm confused. But once again, looking good with that gold livery on there. Behind that, Ricky Bobby. It's got gold on it, so I guess I can't say much. He's rocking the good old Ricky Bobby number 62 me with the Cougar on the front. Good looking car there for the Corvette. Monkey, I say, is the best looking one of them, of the gold cars, because I'm partial to that. I did the other one I had was a white instead of a black, so. And hey, look, I'm going to turn on my flashers to drive around for you guys. Oh, I must have figured it out and turned them off. But that's my number 25, Fanatec Bose, Car Chef Glow, Rays. Oh, man. Should do like the dirt tracks do and just start rattling off every sponsor on there. But you can see it there, a good looking car there. Behind that, you got, man, this thing looks awfully familiar. I feel like I've looked at this car before. From one Fuller to another, this one, the number 13 Citroen for the dad Fuller Dad. He's chasing Monkey down up there. We'll see if he's able to do anything. We'll come back to that one in just a moment. Behind that, we get the number 96 straight Ferrari for Jacob there. No gold on it. Still a good looking car, though. I think he made his choice pretty late to switch into this car, so probably didn't have time to really do one. KB Showtime with the good old gold number 71. Got the old Southern Queen right behind. Doing a little stalking as they come around to the front stretch. She's going to give him a push. And she's rocking the number 23 Exalta. So is it a Byron or a Gordon, I wonder? I'm going to guess it's not a Gordon. Whoa, it looks like KB caught the inside. Yeah, KB catches that inside tire barrier by the pits. And man, that was a tough one. He's going to have to wait for some drivers to go by. Give a shout out to him for doing that. Good thing he waited. Behind that, we got Asmo. Asmo picked up a 3-second penalty. Not sure where that would have been. Maybe passing under yellow? Not sure. He's got the Kappa number 63 Lamborghini there. Good looking gold and black car. Mac Daddy with the gold number 6 Falcon Lamborghini with the old ducky on the front. Cannon. I like the look of this thing. I really do. Good looking Ferrari there for Cannon for his GR4 Ferrari. That black, red, and gold just really pops. Good looking car. KB Showtime, we were looking at that one earlier. That's number 71. Gord with, I believe that's the stock look to it. And Johnson with the number 18, Aquafina. Is that? Whose car is that? Who's that a representative? I don't even remember. Is that a Byron or is that a... I see the Raptor, which I can't remember who that is, so... Don't remember who that one is, but still a good looking car, even though it doesn't have gold on it. Alright, so we are back up here. Your top 3 somewhat within range. Flash opened up just a little bit. Cynical still got Yoda right on his tail, coming through the middle sector of the track. Ricky Bobby in the 4th spot with Monkey in the 5th spot being chased by Fuller. Let's jump up here. We'll jump on board with this one. It looks like I'm the only one in this chat, so I'm going to give some news, and I guess nobody's going to know. Nobody will know what it is. You see there, Fuller still chasing down. Actually, not chasing. He's just rolling behind is all he's doing right now. Just maintaining as we have about 35.5 minutes to go. Falling asleep over here. Just kidding. Alright. So, since I'm the only one in here, I'm going to release some fun news. Next year, next season, this will be for both GT500 and GR4. So what we'll do, first things first, a 2-lobby split. If we have 16 check-ins, we run 1 lobby. If we have 17 check-ins, we split the people in half. Everybody goes out and qualifies, and then the lobbies get split from the qualifying, right in half, with the odd number going to the top lobby. So, with that being said, that means that say we had 17, you'd have 9 in one lobby, 8 in the other. The qualifying would be gun. I would put all the times together, and then it would be split right down there. The top 9 to lobby 1, the bottom to lobby 2. From that, then your points will be based off of that. First place in lobby 1 will have a set point, and then down the line. I will release how the points will look here soon, and you'll be able to actually see it, but how it will work is if you're in lobby 2 and say there is 17, there's 9 in the first lobby, you'll get the points of 10th place if you win lobby 2. So what it will do is it's going to encourage you to try to qualify as good as you can so you can get in the upper lobby and make more points. Somebody wants to hang back and not qualify, well, that's fine. They can go ahead and win lobby 2, but they're not going to get maximum points. So it's really going to motivate people to qualify higher and really push that limit. Ooh, somebody else is in. Did you catch the news? Hopefully people are going to watch it back and can catch all this. I'm going to post all of it too. We will have a new sign-up process as well next season. It will be a Google form that you'll have to fill out. It will have to be filled out in order to race, so hopefully you guys can handle that, because it makes my organization of everything so much easier. So going to essentially now 3 series, I have to have a little bit better control of what I'm doing. So we're going to change that up, and it would be a Google form that will only be for the GR4 and the GT500 series. Endurance series, you won't have to sign up for. It's just purely going to be a check-in, as that one is a no points paying series. So look at this, we got Fuller and Monkey battling it out back here. We'll stay on board with this one. Oh, let's see what other kind of news we got. New points, new car selection, did that. 2 lobby split settings, did that. New sign up. Actually, I got pretty much all of it in there, so I will be posting some of that, as well as a sponsorship link. So I will put a sponsorship link up. If you want to sponsor a race, it is going to be a $25 sponsorship. You get to choose the track and the livery requirement for that week. Not requirement. I don't want to call it requirement. I'm never going to require that. But that sponsorship, you'll be able to pick the week that you want the race for GR4 GT500. Anywhere from week 2 to week 9. The last 3 rounds in the first round will not be able to be bought out unless you want to pay some more. Then I might talk. What the money is going to go to for that sponsorship is paying your commentator. I do it for free. I don't need to be paid to do it for the league, but it would be nice. You know, I do get paid for some of the other ones I do, so works it out. If you guys want to sponsor a race, you're not required to do it by any means, but that's how we're going to kind of roll. Ricky Bobby down into the pits here early. 30 liters left on that thing. You think he was sick of those mediums. See if he can hold on. I don't know if he can make it the rest of the way here with 31 minutes to go. So we'll see how that goes. Fuller got around Monkey a little bit ago and is fighting it out with him. 4th and 5th here. Be an interesting one to see. So over the next couple days, keep an eye out. I'll have a schedule out before probably the end of the weekend. I'll have the sign-ups out. So the schedule will come out, and then you will be able to... Actually, no, the schedule won't come out for a minute. I'll put the sponsorship one up later today. And then if anybody sponsors any races, I know my wife's going to sponsor one with her business. And you can name the race whatever you want within reason. Obviously, keep it fairly clean. You can name it what you want. And, you know, if you want to make it so we don't see nighttime Fuller, you can pay a little more than the 25 and buy out that setting. The only thing, if you want rain, you're going to have to put up some big money, because I just don't like the rain model of this game. And I think a lot of people are on that boat, and I see a lot of rain races, like, people just don't check into them, so I don't want to run into that, so. But on that note, we're on board here with Fuller. He's trying to hold off Monkey here. This is going to be a battle for the later parts of this race. Alright, I am going to jump up here. Let's see if we have anything going on. Yeah, we'll jump on. Staying with these guys. Flash in the middle of Cynical and Yoda up here. Top 3 still battling this thing out. They're going to go all the way to the end. Just having some fun up there. I'm going to leave it on here for just a moment. I'm going to take a quick break. I got to run to the bathroom, and we will keep this thing watching this battle up front for the first, second, and third positions, and I will be right back. have returned. As we see, Yoda has dove off into the pit, so right now it's just a Flash and Cynical up front. I'd imagine Cynical's got probably a lap or two left. Flash got plenty, as he's got half a tank still in his car, so these guys just crazy stretching fuel at this point. Jeez, yawning over here. So both Fullers down into the pits are just on their way out, or Yoda's on his way out. Fuller just about to pull into his. Jacob still motoring around there on the 6th spot. Queen not too far behind. KB, Showtime, Mac, Asmo, or J-Skin. These guys still all battling it out. J-Skin the first of the group to pit. You can see Asmo a little bit back of Mac and KB, but still, it's funny. Ooh, that Lambo looks like it is just a handful into turn 1. As Asmo, I gotta go. Man, I'm sorry. I'm gonna quit switching to you. What's up, Racer Champ? Thanks for joining. As Asmo did run that thing a little bit wide. That turn 1's tricky enough. That Lambo looks like it just wants to go for a ride. KB and Mac Daddy working it out here with a McLaren and a Lambo back here. Diving down into this corner, and you can see it there. Nothing able to do it just yet. Mac does get a little bit better run through the corner. I don't know if he's going to have anything to do as they head around this left onto the back straight, up onto the banking, and head towards the bus stop chicane. Will he have anything for KB? It doesn't look like he is anything for him, so nothing going on there. Everybody else kind of split. Looks like Johnson chasing Cannon, but nothing too close. Cynical still being chased by Flash, so ultimately a battle for the race win here for these two. Monkey down into the pits now on lap 33. Looks like he's going to be getting off those mediums to go to a set of softs. Maybe. Oh, this is like the worst pit road, I swear. Ricky Bobby going to go past here. Jacob still yet to pit. Queen yet to pit. And Fuller as well. Or Fuller already pit, but he's back here a little ways yet. Yes, Gran Turismo 7. And we are in the GR4 cars here. This is actually our finale for the season. And Monkey coming out of the pits. Is he going to have... Oh, he's side by side with Fuller. Ultimately, I think this is a battle for the 5th spot, I believe, is what it's going to come down to for these two drivers. And Monkey dives it off. Going to try to get those tires warmed up and give him a run for it. And there you see it. Great run here for Monkey. Like I say, for me, it was the Genesis to be able to hold on to anything was amazing. So we will jump up back for the lead. Flash and Cynical still battling it out. Cynical dived down into the pits, so lap number 34 for Cynical as they come around. We are at an hour 6 now, 66 minutes in, and we are looking at just another 25 minutes. 25 minutes to go in this thing. No, it goes GT1's fastest, and then down the line GT4 is slower than the GT3 cars. They're kind of dogs when you're trying to get out of straight or out of corners. But I think to me, I think it evens the field a little more than GR3 cars do. So we also run GT500, which is a select few of the GT2 cars. That'll be starting in just a couple weeks, and that'll be on Tuesdays. This is on Wednesday nights that we run this. And I go with the replay and run it the next day. So, but I appreciate you joining. Where'd you find the stream at? I always like to know where we're getting people in from. Appreciate people joining in. Like I say, if you can, make sure you follow the page. Give me a like, whatever you can. Much appreciated by the whole crew here at Monkey Mafia. And there you see a Flash running out by himself. Fuller Looks like Fuller got a little bit of a gap now on Cynical. So there you have it. Ricky coming back. Jacob in the 5th spot. Yet to pit yet. Yet to pit yet. Wow. English real good for a monkey. Queen looking to put up her best lap so far. Looked to be about a 10.5 up on that lap so far. And there you see it, Monkey and Fuller back here for the 7th and 8th position. We'll go ahead and watch this battle between these two drivers. If I remember right, I do believe we battled. Oh, awesome. I appreciate that, Racer. I always like it. Are you a Gran Turismo player? If you are, if you're interested in the league, we'll be taking on some new drivers as we head into our new seasons. Fuller looking to give a push. No, he decides to swing it out. Nope, I thought he was going to try to make a move there. He decides not to as they head across the line to end lap number 35 for them. And ultimately, this is a battle for position, as I don't think either driver should have to pit again. Whoops. Half tank of fuel for Fuller, and Monkey still got well over 3/4 of a tank, so... Ooh, Fuller a little bit wide there. Monkey's going to have the 7th spot. Behind us, Mac Daddy and Asmo battling it out still for that 9th position. Like I say, these two, along with 3 other drivers, I've seen them battling all day long. Lots of clean, hard fighting for these drivers. That's what I love about the Monkey series here. Is it is a it doesn't matter your pace. There's somebody to race with everywhere, it feels like. We got a little bit of everything going on here. So these guys might be running for 9th and 10th. Oh, Asmo, what are you doing? Come on, man. Just kidding. Asmo having a rough day here in the Lamborghini. He's real quick. What's your fast lap? Looks like you got a 155 up there. That's not your fastest, though. Like I say, Asmo has some good pace, just not having the best of luck. It looks like this Lamborghini's giving him a fit under braking today, so... Mac Daddy has now stretched that out for that 9th position. Fuller and Monkey still pretty close. Let's see what we got going. So there we go. KB and Jay Skin with Cannon a ways back there. So this battle for the 11th and 12th position. Once again, a couple of drivers who we've seen quite a bit around each other. Love seeing the gold schemes running with each other. It's always a nice look on the track. Oh, go ahead and get it back on and come join us. You can come join us. We got a group of great drivers here. Give me a sec here. I'm grabbing a Discord invite. If you feel like it, come join us, man. Like I say, you can go back and watch some of the clips of the races we've done. Plenty of clean driving going on here. And there is our Discord. I went ahead and put that in there. If you feel like joining, join us and get in on it. Get away from the shithead drivers of dailies and sport races and all that stuff. We have a hell of a group of drivers here, a hell of a community of drivers. We've had a couple of 2 lobby races this year with more than 16 checked in, and I think we'll see that again next season as we've taken on quite a few more new ones in the last couple days. So feel free, join us if you'd like, as we see J-Skin still hunting KB Showtime. Superverse Lamborghini here, right? Lamborghini? No. What's he in? Oh, McLaren, that's right. McLaren versus Supra here. Fuller. Oh, yeah, that's right. Fuller did end up pitting again. Not sure if you just didn't like... Are you still in here, Fuller? If you are, did you just not like the mediums there? Is that why you ended up pitting again? Or I was trying to figure that out. I forgot about that while we were racing. Got Asmo now in the 8th spot, right behind, or not right behind, but behind Monkey. You got Fuller in the 9th spot. KB and Jay Skin still close back here. Still trying to fight that one out. But not sure if they're going to be able to do anything with that. Man, I want to get on ACC, but I'm still on a PS4 for now, and there is just nothing for PS4 with ACC anymore. Once I get a PS5, though, it's something I'm going to dive into a little bit more. Because I'm down to run those 24-hour races. I'll be running some specials on that for sure once I get it. But like you say, on PS4, there's just not a market for it. There's not a lot of community at the moment that I could find, so I kind of put it on the back burner for now and been focusing on GT. You see here, these two still fighting it out. Looks to be really the closest battle on track that I can see looking at the map. Ooh, J-Skin looking to get a good angle at this corner. Is he going to have enough to have a run this time? Looks like maybe the McLaren just has a little bit better pull, as J-Skin not able to quite close in on him with that draft even. J-Skin, where's the Spaceballs at? Just kidding, just kidding. I have yet to monetize anything on YouTube. I used Twitch back in the day, and I did then. But I just didn't have enough of a following. You gotta get your numbers up. On YouTube, you have to get like, I want to say 1,000 followers to even get anywhere. And you have to have so many views of videos. So the biggest thing you can do if you want to get to that point is just put it out there. Share that page everywhere. I share this thing and I don't have that many. I don't even know what I'm at. Let's look here. Go to channel. Yeah, I'm only at 20. Or that's yours. You're at 29. Let's see. So I'm at 89 subscribers, and to be honest, I won't see any monetization for a long time yet. It's a little easier on the Twitch side. I know there's a new one that's come out that a lot of people are trying to use. Are you streaming straight for your PlayStation, or are you doing running through like Streamlabs or something like that? Muted cam. Do you have... There's got to be a setting somewhere. There's got to be a setting somewhere for that, I would say, for the cam. The monetary side of it, there's a lot more to it, but the cam is... That's got to be a setting somewhere within YouTube. I don't have a cam, never had one, so I don't have anything set up for it. Eventually, I will probably go to a cam. I've been looking at doing a podcast that kind of covers the league racing. You know, it'd be kind of like what you see out there, the podcast about F1 or NASCAR, things like that. We would just talk about the different leagues, and you could kind of get yourself in to be part of that. And it's something I want to do, but I want to get a camera and get a setup for it all first. So as we see, J-Skin may take a look here on the outside of KB. A little bit of contact there. Looks like when he got up on the brakes, it maybe had a little bit of a lockup, a little bit of contact, door slam, nothing too harm, no harm, no foul. They continue on. J-Skin still not ready to give that spot up just yet. Oh, he gives him a little shove. Don't think that was intentional. Nope, you can see he backs off there and lets it by. Maybe just a little bit deeper into the corner than he expected. And looks like he is not going to have enough to get it in through the infield, so we'll see if he can get another run around the outfield. Let's jump back up here as Flash has your lead. Cynical in the second spot. He's got a pretty big gap over Yoda. Yoda and Ricky Bobby nose to tail right now. Gave up your gap. Yeah, J-Skin, I think you had a couple of those instances where you just made a small mistake and gave up ground. Kind of like Asmo, same thing. Just this is such a rhythm track, man. If you can nail everything, you can really rack off some laps, but you start messing up. And here's that great camera view, the overhead look of Yoda and Ricky Bobby over the third spot. Ricky running a little bit wide there. Ricky, is he going to have enough fuel? He pit quite a ways ago. We are down to 11 minutes to go, so we'll see if he's got enough fuel to make it to the end. Like I say, Racer, I do appreciate you joining, though. Join anytime. I do stream my own racing, but I do more streaming of like the commentary side right now. I enjoy doing it, so if you know any GT leagues out there, hell, even ACC, I've never commentated on that, but if you know anybody looking for a commentator, I may be the man. Ricky looking to make a move over Yoda. C. Fuller. Showtime Flash into the pits on lap number 41 with 1 liter left. We'll see. How is this going to cycle out? Is that going to give Cynical a shot at the lead? We'll have to wait and see. A second here. Cynical coming around. Flash already out of the pits, so Flash definitely got a big lead on him, and will continue to hold that here after the pit stop. Alright, so through the field here, as we are on lap number 42, we are closing in under 10 minutes to go, approaching 9 minutes to go. Flash leading the way. Got a substantial lead right now over Cynical in the second spot. C. Fuller, Yoda in your third position. Awesome, I appreciate the likes, man. I really do. Share it up if you'd like. And give me a sec here, I'm going to go ahead and go to channel, and there we go. I went ahead and followed yours, so I appreciate the follow. I'll give you the follow right back. And you see, okay, I'm back through the field here. Yoda in the third spot. Ricky Bobby in fourth, trying to hunt him down, see if he can do anything with it. Monkey in your fifth spot. Jacob in sixth, holding off Queen for the seventh position. Fuller in the eighth position. KB Showtime in ninth. J-Skin in 10th, Mac Daddy in 11th with Cannon in 12th, Asmo in 13th. Johnson and Gord are going to round out your field here as Flash, like I say, a substantial lead. We jump back over here as Fuller and Ricky Bobby fighting it out here for that third position. I just don't know how Ricky's going to make it. Oh, and Yoda down into the pits. Not sure if he's just going to try to set a fast lap here or what he's doing. But he pits from the third spot. That's going to give Ricky Bobby the final podium spot. Monkey coming around. We'll take over that fourth spot. And Jacob in the sixth spot. Is he going to have enough to get around Fuller or Yoda? We'll see here in just a moment. Alright, sorry about that. Answering questions. And so we see it there. Jacob and Queen separated by a lap car right now. Queen dropped back just a little bit. Fuller in that 8th spot. Do we have any battles going on anywhere else? Can and Asmo fairly close to each other. Nothing. That's Gap, the Gap. Yeah, it looks like maybe that one. Asmo and Cannon really right now the closest on the track. Oh, Racer, are you Bandit? I multitask, or at least I try to. Alright, so Asmo and Cannon here, the closest fight on track as we close in. 5.5 minutes to go. 43 laps for these guys. I want to say Flash is after 44 already. Let's jump over there. Let's see real quick. He's on lap 44. Just started lap 44. So Asmo here chasing Cannon. Looks like Cannon opened it up just a little bit on that last corner as they head towards the bus stop chicane. There you see it, not able to do anything. Right now, who's the fastest track on car, or fastest track on car? Fastest car on the track right now. Looks like this last lap Flash was a 154, a 154.7 for Cynical, 154.6, 154.4, 156.2, 155. So you can see it there. Everybody kind of in that range. Looks like Fuller in the 154s as well. Mac opened it up, but we got Cannon and Asmo coming around here. Not a bad view of this thing. Let's watch those two come around that corner. And there you see it. Asmo closed in a little bit more this last lap. Let's see what the difference is. 157.1 to a 156.3, so he did gain 0.8 on that last lap. Flash is your leader as we close in on the end of this thing. Under 4 minutes to go here. Like I say, Flash, Cynical, Ricky, by that front 5 all really spread out. So we jumped on board back here with the battle for 12th and 13th. We've seen Asmo a couple times just get it locked up, and that Lambo just not agreeing with him today. And from the reports I've heard, the Ferrari was not Cannon's friend in this one as well. So a couple of drivers struggling with their cars here at Daytona. They're just looking to finish this finale out, a long 90-minute race. So you just have to settle in and try to do everything you can, get everything you can, and that's what you see here is these two battling it out in the end. We will stay on board with this one for now. Actually, let me check one thing. No, that's not. Gap. Jacob. Queen's not too far off. We'll kind of give this one a second. Thanks for joining, Chris. Yeah, I run some races sometimes that are demo derbies, and they're just no rule racing. It's fun. It's a good time to blow off some steam and have some fun. But here, this is our GR4 series. Take this one serious. And we see it there as Queen not able to close in on Jacob. Let's see the difference in lap time, a 55.5 to a 55.0. So she has closed half second in that last lap. Let's jump back over here to that Mac Dad. You know, the Asmo, let's see, Asmo with a 56.7, 58.2. He did get around as they do have the leader coming up behind him. You see Cannon there giving up that spot. So let's jump back up here to Queen and Jacob. I think this is the closest one right now. I appreciate the comments, you guys. I really do. I love having the comments fill up as I do this thing. I really do enjoy doing the commentary, especially when it's when it's my own baby. It's a lot nicer too. But I do another league as well that I do commentary for on GT7. Generally, I run that on Tuesdays. It's a Saturday night league, but I can't do the comms till Tuesday generally. So stay tuned for that one, as well as we went over some of the new settings here, and we'll go over that again quick at the end after everything's said and done and these guys are all finished up. But there you see it, Queen trying to get back to Jacob, not able to do anything yet. Jacob runs his best lap of the race with a 54.6, 54.9, so Queen lost 0.3 on that last lap. Let's jump up here. We got 30 seconds to go. And there you see it. Flash going to come across the line. This will be his final lap. I already know who. Only 2 drivers get to run this final lap, so. Which race are you talking about? Just trying to figure out which one you're talking about there. So there we see it. Flash coming around for the final time. We'll quick jump over here though, as Ricky Bobby has finished the race in 3rd. Monkey's going to bring home a 4th position. Fuller, Yoda in the 5th spot. Jacob in 6th. Queen in 7th, Fuller in 8th. KB is going to bring it home in 9th as he comes around the final stretch here. Oh, VR2 League. Okay. I thought you meant here. Are you part of MMR then, Chris? I try to remember people's names for like PSNs, but I didn't recognize yours right off the bat. If you're part of the GR, if you're not part of our league, come over and get some clean racing done over here. So Mac Daddy takes the 10th spot, J Skin 11th, Asmo in 12th. Hurry up here and we'll see Flash come across the line. There is your race winner. Not only race winner, but that's going to be your Season 1 GR4 champion. Showtime Flash with a dominant season here. He brings it home with a win to cap off a stellar season he has here in Season 1 GR4. Congratulations to him. Like I say, congratulations on not just the win today. Oh, okay. That's right. Okay. Cool. Welcome, Crash. That's right. You did that other race last night. That'd be Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby's the foot rubber. So, old Ricky, you better get him a message and say, hey, man, you owe me. So, since you just joined in here, we'll go over one more time. I'm going to run through some of the settings and rules for next season. First things first, sponsored races will be a thing next season. If you want to sponsor a race, you can sponsor a race either anywhere from week 2 to 9. Oh, look. Queen, you're in time, though. I'm about to talk about settings, so you're in time for that. So, for next season, the GR4 and the GT500, you will be able to sponsor a race if you decide to do so. No requirements to do so. $25, you pick the track, you pick the livery requirements. That sponsorship money goes to pay your commentator. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm giving up my time to commentate. That's what I'm going to use it for, I'll be honest. So, it's going to go into that, and who knows, I got some other ideas. The other thing with sponsoring a race is you will get, if you're in the U.S., you will get, or U.S. or Canada, you will get a Monkey Mafia sticker pack I will send out to you for sponsoring that race. So, if you decide to do that, thank you very much. If not, no big deal. On to the settings. So, For the 2 lobby split, this will be for GT500 and GR4. If we have 17 drivers checked in, we will split the lobby 9 and 8. We will have drivers go out and qualify. All of the times between the 17 drivers will be put together, and the lobby will be split in half, with the odd number going to lobby 1. With that being said, then points will be assigned from first on back. The first place in the second lobby will get the points that would follow right behind, say, driver 9. They would get 10th place points. Really motivates you to qualify well and get into that first lobby. If you don't, then you just try to win your second lobby. That's how that one's going to go. And with that, that will create a new points system. That one will be brought out here over the weekend. I should have that done. We'll have a closer spread in the points now. Hopefully keep it a little closer with everybody. But that's kind of how we're going to do the 2 lobby split. It's going to give you, that way we're not splitting and then dedicating one person and then have a lobby that shows up with only like 5 people. So that's how we're going to do it to keep it that way. Yeah, that'd be for each race. Yep. Yeah, we'll do a qualifier before each race, and then I'll divide it, and then you'll go into your lobby and then go for the race from there. So that's how we're going to do it. I think it's the best way to do it. I had a couple people suggest it when I was already kind of thinking about doing it that way, so I was really happy that I saw it from other people as well. With that as well, the new car selection. We have new car selection this season. So instead of choosing one car, you will choose, when you sign up for the season, you will choose 2 cars. And you can use either of those 2 cars all season. You can swap back and forth every race if you want to. But you are locked into those 2 cars. So that will mean that you will have your 2 cars from the beginning. So pick your car that's good for long straights. Pick a car that's good for corners. Do whatever you want, but 2 cars is what it is, and you're dead set to those. Super excited about that one. Let's see. GR4, we'll see the fuel will stay at 4 times. Tires will go down to 3 times. And you will be able to add final gear ratio. I've done some testing with it. As long as nothing is a rue with that, we will start that beginning of the season. So you'll be able to do some final gear ratio adjustments on your GR4 cars. Help them kind of even out, I think, a little bit when you can get your gears dialed in. Because I think sometimes that's the worst part for the gearing of those. So there will be a new sign-up process as well. You will have to sign up through a Google form that I will post here in the next couple days. When you do that sign-up, then you will have your choice from there. And it's going to be required that you do that. It just makes it easier for me to organize and keep everybody together. Yeah, the gearing's the awesome thing. I'm excited about that. That was like one of the biggest things I'm excited for. So, let's see. The other thing we did change is going to do with the Endurance Series. The Endurance Series we'll see now a little bit different. So, currently we were running once a month at 2 p.m. Eastern, so 1 p.m. Central. We're going to continue to do that. So 1 week, figure 4 weeks in a month, week 1 we'll run 2 p.m. Eastern, 2-hour endurance race. 2 weeks after that, we will run a 8 p.m. Eastern endurance race that is separate from the other one. You don't have to run both. You don't have to just run one. You can run both if you want. But it'll actually be every week or every other week we'll have a endurance race, but it's just a difference in time. It gives everybody a chance. A lot of people voted for the 8 p.m. slot, but a lot of the guys that have been running the endurance races right now are over in the UK and stuff. We have quite a few over in the UK, so we're going to give them a chance to still be able to run too. So we'll have 2 separate lobbies, and it will be, or not 2 separate lobbies, but 2 separate weeks of racing there. So every other week we'll have an endurance race. Yeah, that's kind of what it was, is I had a lot of people who were running into time conflicts with that. The other thing that I did announce with the endurance is we will mainly be doing GR3. We'll do some multi some multi-class racing, but we're going to mainly stick to GR3, and then we'll have a mix of GR4, GR2 in there. By the voting that everybody put in, that's why I said get out there and vote. If you didn't, sorry. But if you voted, by the votes, GR3 was the most popular of them. So that's what we're going to stick with for the most part. Other than that, that's pretty much it that I have right now. Like I say, keep an eye on the Discord. I'll be posting stuff here over the next few days, trying to get everything sorted out. As well as you'll see the Discord channels kind of take a mix up for a little bit. I'm going to be running through those and kind of cleaning them up, organizing a little bit better. Now that we have multiple series, I want to be able to have a little more clarification between them. Nope, GT500 and GR4 will start the same week. That'll be, the plan is right now to take a 2-week break. So we'll have 2 weeks off. Don't worry, we'll have plenty of stuff going on. We'll still have Tuesday fun races going on. We will have, I have another fun race in the works for next Wednesday for the off week. Like you say, we'll still have racing going on, but we're going to take a couple week break so I can get everything together and come at it a little bit more organized. I won't lie, I started this season not thinking we'd be where we are. I really never thought we would get to this point. I was thinking, I was happy to put 10 people on the track each week, and honestly, you guys have showed up, had some hella clean racing. Really, really happy about everything going on. So we're gonna go ahead and open this thing up, but we're gonna make a little bit better organization. I'm gonna kind of rewrite rule book and stuff like that, so it's a little more clear cut. And really just dive into this thing, make it a little more formal, you know what I mean? It's definitely caught me off guard this season. Like I say, didn't prepare myself to be a full-on league like it really has turned into. So I appreciate everybody that's shown up and been part of this thing. With that, though, I am going to go ahead, and honestly, with the Heat 5 thing, so when the new NASCAR game comes out, if it's good, man, we'll have a league. We'll have something going on at least one night, so we'll see how that brings, though. But that's a whole different can of worms. Yeah, been a great GR4 season. Excited to see Season 2 of GR4, Season 1 of GT500, and the endurance race growing. Keep it going. Keep sharing. Keep recruiting people. Let's get this thing bigger. The thing with that new lobby setup is if we have more than 32 check-ins, we'll run 3 lobbies. I have no problem running 3 lobbies if we need to, but that qualifying sets it up so that we have the ability to run that many lobbies. I got 50 people show up, I'll run multiple lobbies. I don't care. We're running this thing, so let's get it going. I appreciate everybody joining. And like I say, let's have a fun one. Make sure you like, follow, and do all the good stuff for the channel. Share it out there. And as always, stay tuned for Monkey Mafia Productions on the next one. I will be back Tuesday with FWM, 4 Wide Motorsports, the Sylvia series. That'll be run this Saturday night. I will broadcast that on Tuesday for everybody. So we will see you guys on that one. Other than that, for my MMR people, get ready as we run some fun ones coming over the next few weeks. So thank you everybody for joining. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.